Do you want to announce who our next performer is?
I'm really excited for this one. Actually.
This is incredible. Like, this is a real coup d'etat.
Yeah.
I just used French. Yeah, that's right.
Come up with a joke. But...
I can't. That's okay. Who's coming up?
We got Rosa Parks.
Rosa Parks? Put your hands together for Rosa Parks! Hold on. Help us to stage. Rose, take your time. Keep going over this. You got it, Rose. Come on up, Rosa. You got it. Woo.
Thank you, white people. You're so nice. For the first time. Just kidding, you're all white. Good evening, everybody. In case you couldn't tell by my glasses, my name is Rosa Parks. And I was sitting in my home in Detroit. It was about 2005, drifting, remembering those days way back in the bus boycott when all of a sudden some white man in a goofy ass hat showed up in my living room and said, Rosa, I need you to come to 2016 with me and tell people about life then and probably life now, because they won't remember, it was 10 years ago. And I was like, there's a white man standing in my living room. Okay, let's go. I don't have to sit in the back, do I? But no, really, they gave me lots of names back in the day, like the first lady of like the civil rights movement and the mother of the civil rights movement and whatnot and so forth. And I feel like I'm so much more than that. I was very, very well connected in the neighborhood. You needed a Kleenex or a tissue and went nobody around to get it. I was your girl. If you was sick or something like that and you needed like a sweet potato pie to make you feel better, I was your girl. Practically, pretty much, I was social media before there was social media, because I would also tell all the tea. All your business, I'm telling it to everybody. While you having tissue, oh, let me just wipe your nose. Also, did you know that Claudette Cloven is a pregnant, unwed teen by a married man? It's real. Look it up on Wikipedia. Speaking of Claudette Cloven, she was actually the very first person arrested for resisting bus segregation and everything like that. And I had heard about it because I worked with the NAACP multiple times. I was their secretary of the Montgomery chapter. Thank you. Sorry, it's time travel makes your throat so dry. So, but they were going to use her originally as like kind of the face of the modern civil rights movement, because it was like the 50s and things were really kind of starting to change. And then she was pregnant by a married dude, and they were like, oh. You probably just want to take a backseat. Not to be funny, but you probably want to take a backseat. There were also a couple of other women that you guys probably don't know or haven't heard of that were also arrested before me. Not to discredit them or anything like that, but obviously I was the most famous one. I mean, as you can see, I still have a couple of memorabilia from that day. This, in fact, was the number that they gave to me when they arrested me for sitting down on public transportation, because I'm a member of the public. But it's okay, I'm not bitter. At least that's what my dementia allows me to believe. But I apologize for the pauses. Like I said, I'm kind of old, so the old lady has to write things down so she don't forget. It's a bus, and that's me. But you know what's funny about having dementia is that sometimes you forget things. So when I got here and I was asked to tell you all things, I was like, oh, I've got so many awesome stories, but they're also mixed up with like things that happen in real life. How will I be able to tell them the difference? So I decided to go over to Wikipedia. And I looked up some things about myself. And let me tell you, wow. don't know who these people were talking to or how the hell they got all up in my business, but they were right. They were right. I said, oh, they got my birthday. You know what's also funny about my birthday? The day that I was born and the day that I believe that I passed away are both Rosa Parks Day. So you mean I get to take 2 days off of work for somebody else riding on a bus? I'll take that. I'm Rosa Parks and I will take that. But because of the bus boycott, I actually wound up losing my job. I used to be a seamstress for a while, like a local company and everything, and they were like, hey Rosa, we're so, like when I came into work like 2 weeks later, because I was arrested, so when I came into work they're like, oh, we're so glad that you're like alive and you weren't hurt or seriously anything, but we're gonna have to fire you because you haven't been here. And I was like, bitch, I am the face of the civil rights movement, and you're gonna fire me? I hope all of your clothes fall apart the moment you step outside. I rigged all of them for that. So when you see, don't pull that extra string there, just letting you know. But the thing about the whole bus boycott is that it really wasn't it was planned, but it really wasn't planned. It just kind of happened, and the crazy part about it it wasn't because of me. Like I said, it was because of all these other women. In my case, actually wound up getting all muddled, all up in this other case. And I was like, wait a minute, hold on, excuse me, VIP talking here. So do I get a say in this at all? They're like, lady, just here's a free bus ride ticket sitting in front of the bus. We don't have anything else for you. This other one's important. And I was like, okay. I'm just kidding. I burned the fucking courthouse down. But I want to leave you all with this though. Civil rights isn't just about color or all that political stuff that comes with the word civil and rights. When people hear it, it kind of makes them kind of drop like a raisin. What it really is about is allowing yourself and those around you to be affected in the most positive way manageable, i.e. letting them ride on the front of the bus.
Bare Knuckle Comedy.